Well, here we are at the end of day 2 of the second test between New Zealand and Pakistan, and it has been all New Zealand yet again. New Zealand 286 for 3. They are in a very commanding position at the end of day 2. They trailed Pakistan's first innings score of 297 by 11 runs. And Kane Williamson, well, he does it again, doesn't he? He's in great form. He is, we'll talk about him a little bit later on, but he's on 112 not out. Henry Nicholls, 89 not out. And that third session and that second session, they have really set the tone for New Zealand to be in a really strong position. Pakistan, look, I actually thought they bowled quite well in that first session. Shaheen Afridi, he's a class act. He's going to be a superstar for Pakistan in the future, and Mohammad Abbasi bowled really good lines and length, and they asked some tough questions in that first session. The thing is with Test cricket, you need to do it for long periods of time, and they weren't able to do that in the second and third session, and they had their chance as well. How costly was that no ball, Shaheen Afridi to Henry Nicholls, and just overstepping the mark when Henry Nicholls was very early on in his innings. You know, just that one moment there can change the whole momentum of the whole innings. And it certainly did, because it almost kind of felt like it slipped away from Pakistan from that very moment, because Henry Nicholls was able to re-establish himself and get back into the innings and start again, and away he went. So it's just those small margins and those small percentages that can have a big outcome at the end of the day, and that certainly was the case today. Look, I thought Kane Williamson really showed his experience in that second session, because Pakistan did bowl well, but then I think he sensed they were getting tired, and they took the foot off the pedal, so to speak, and he really ramped it up. There's a period of time where he really ramped his scoring rates up and really hammered the Pakistan bowlers. And look, the Pakistan bowlers, they've got talent. There's no doubt about that. But this is just my opinion. Agree or disagree, it's all good stuff. Naseem Shah, he's so much talent. Let's not forget he is 17 years of age. He bowled 14 overs, none for 72. That's not international standard. Perhaps he needs to go back to first-class cricket and maybe get some more strength, learn how to bowl with the red ball, because going for that amount of runs of 14 overs is just so costly for your team. I know he's an attacking bowler and he's here to take wickets, but you need control as well. Mentioned yesterday, Yasir Shah not being in the starting 11. I couldn't understand that. Maybe because Zafar Gohar brings a little bit more of the bat than he certainly did yesterday, but 11 overs, none for 50. I think Yasir Shah gives Rizwan more options, especially against a class player like Kane Williamson. So, look, those two are pretty disappointing today, I thought. But Shaheen Afridi was excellent, 1 for 45. Mohammad Abbasi just bowled line and length. That's what you need to do here over in New Zealand, and do it for long periods of time. He got 1 for 37. He picked up a wicket. So did Fahim Ashraf, picked up a wicket as well. But Kane Williamson, 24th Test century. I think we're witnessing greatness. He's a wonderful player. New Zealand's previous best player, in my opinion, is Martin Crowe. Martin Crowe is an amazing batsman for New Zealand. And I think, well, Kane Williamson's got a lot more Test centuries than him now. I think Martin Crowe had 17, I think, but he surpasses him by a stretch. And he just plays the ball so late. And yes, he's an experienced international cricketer. He plays it late. He gives himself time, and he knows how to construct and build an innings. He does it time and time again. He's still got a good 6 years left in his career, so who knows what his record is going to be like come again. But it's just wonderful to sit back and watch him go about his business. Henry Nicholls, he was out of form at the start of the season, got a big 100 against the West Indies. He's on 89 not out, and he too is going to reach potentially another milestone tomorrow. Now, this game is really slipping away from Pakistan, and they are really going to have to pull finger and pull a session out of the bag tomorrow morning, first thing. They need to get right into the wickets here if they want to win this test match. Otherwise, if they do not come up with something in that first hour of play on day 3, they are going to spend a lot of time in the park tomorrow, and New Zealand are going to look to score big and bat once only. And because the thing is now, the New Zealand bowlers, they're resting up, aren't they? The Bolts, the Southees, the Jamisons, Matt Henry, Daryl Mitchell, they're resting now. So when they do come time to bowl again, they're going to be really fresh to attack. So it's going to be hard work for Pakistan tomorrow if they cannot take early wickets.